Marco, I will leave your ass here.
Nobody is leaving anybody.
They're gonna steamroll the army and then they'll be back. This is our only chance to get out.
Not going into the subway. You've heard the stories.
We will starve here. The subway is our only chance. We take it to Inwood, get to the evac center, and get the fuck out of New York. Or we die here.
I don't like him, but he's right.
Stay quiet. Dan, you hear me?
Hey, what's up? I don't see you guys on the roof.
We're going for it. Trying the subway to Inwood. Over.
Yeah, really? I don't... maybe the grunts will wipe him out on the front. Guys?
Stay sharp. We got a creeper.
There's too many. Get to the elevator. Hold the elevator. We gotta get out.
We've got an infector.
Get over here.
One of us. Infector coming in. Reloading.
I hit the button.
Infector coming in.
This ain't your floor.
Coming in. She got me with the spit. We got an infector.
Where are you going? Get in here.
My bad, my bad.
Good. Pull your shit together.
Get back in the elevator, Toto.
Oh, it's silent. Dan, you there?
Always.
We're headed down. Out of food. Gotta go now. You coming? Over.
Look, I got food and booze for a month. Your heads will be here by then. I'm gonna wait it out, but I'll keep an eye out for you.
That's... shit. That's a lot of Zeke. But we got no choice.
Holy Christ. You seeing this? Goddamn Thanksgiving Day parade.
Army's gonna run out of bullets.
you're gonna have to go and kill me. 2 tanks. I'm stuck in here. You have to run up that couch right there and run down this side wall, get on top of this table. But you try not to fall down in here. Don't come in here though.
Somebody! Help! Please! I can't get up! I need help! Somebody help! I need help!
We're good. Subway's across and left.
Come on, creep. Oh, creepers, come on.
Guys, I'm seeing a swarm coming straight for you.
Fuck. From where?
Right down Broadway.
damn it, Bunko. I will leave your ass.
Dan, you hear me?
Hey, what's up? I don't see you guys on the roof.
We're going for it. Trying the subway to Inwood. Over.
Yeah, really? I don't, maybe the grunts will wipe him out on the Bronx. Guys?
Creeper is close.
You're rat food now.
Don't stop until you get to the elevator. Call the elevator.
Major floor.
What's up, dude?
What's up? I wish there was a faster way to accept a chat. I was in the middle of some shit.
Always.
We're headed down. Out of food. Gotta go now. You coming? Over.
I got food and booze for a month.
You want in on the next wave of this nightmare? I'm playing on extreme.
Not quite at the moment. I'm making a phone call, so if I disappear for a few moments, it's fine. I'll call my old delivery job and see if they need it. Yeah, I already can tell that bitch and me are gonna have some words at some point.
Who? What?
I called my the old place I used to work at that delivered pizzas at, and just the girl that answered the phone was just like, she's like, oh, well, I'll go speak to the manager. And she came back, she's like, well, they said, come in and fill out an application and just talk to him in person. And I was like, oh, well, I should fill out an application there. I'm actually a previous employee. And she's like, oh, well, yeah, you just come in and talk to him in person and fill the application out. It's like, alright, bitch. Like, alright, I get it, you want to get me off the phone, but y'all motherfuckers literally opened like 7 minutes ago. And that ain't a rushy job. It's not like the people that answer the phones and shit actually have to rush and, oh my god, I gotta do this. No, that fucking job is simple. Oh, only reason I'm going back is I need something now that's actually going to start pumping out some money fairly quickly. And that's the only thing I like about delivery driving is it's kind of a hustle. And since my buddy Terry, he used to be the fastest delivery driver when it was him and then me. He drove just stupid. I drove pretty quick, but mostly responsible because I didn't want to get pulled over. So I went like 10 over. He went like 15, 20 over. Like that was a standard. Now, don't get me wrong, like certain neighborhoods, like Caroline and stuff, dude. Technically, I've been going like 35 over because their speed limit is only 15, and I go like 55 through there. So if this dude's gone, yeah, the rest of the delivery drivers there, I guarantee are not up to my caliber. I'm not good at a lot of things, but I'm good at shit at customer service. I'm good at shit at driving. I like working there because it's not like Domino's. There, we could like, I don't know about now. They might have limited it shit now, but back when I was working there, I mean, we didn't have like regulations on like at Domino's. Domino's, you can only take 2 deliveries at one time. Like that's the max. Dude, there were some nights where I had 7 fucking deliveries in my car at one time, and at this place. So you make kind of more money there, just they're not as busy, but there's less drivers and it's consistent usually. I'm just not doing none of this mornings and shit, because that's really what pissed me off the last time I worked there, is because they put me in the fucking mornings when they first opened, and they got like no business, but yet I was doing prep, I was doing all this extra shit for $5 an hour. And that was my issue why I left the job pretty much, because I was going to stay there 1 day a week, but I was going to get a second job that was going to be my like primary income, and just stay at the delivery place as an extra, day or two, just making extra money in my pocket. But pretty much the owner of the store told me it's either I work there at the pizza place 3 to 4 nights out of the week, or I didn't work there at all. And I was like, dude, that's fucked up. What it is apparently he got butthurt because I was leaving the company. But it's like, dude, you've been fucking me this entire time. I get $1 per delivery if people don't tip me. And then when people don't tip me fucking 7 times in a row, you don't bat a fucking eye. Nah, man. If they don't tip your driver every time they go there, I don't give a fuck if they're a good customer or not. You need to cut them off of deliveries. It's not fair to us.
Well, that's the same as all like waitresses and all. They get paid $5 if they don't get tips. Some people just don't do tips. Some people don't believe in tips, and some people don't deserve tips.
And you're a piece of shit if you go to a place and you have somebody serve you, and knowing the fact that their money is based off of your tip and you still don't pay them. Now, if they're a shitty server, they give you bad service, then yeah, don't tip them. They don't deserve it.
Right.
That's their job, is to make your experience good. So when I bust my ass, when I'm not even supposed to be a waiter, but I'm still doing everything I can to make your experience good and giving you a drink every 2 seconds, and I'm making, like, they don't know I'm making $5 an hour. They think I'm making minimum wage, but even minimum wage, $7.50? What the fuck? Like, what the fuck is that gonna do for me? You're sitting here waiting in a fucking diner for a fucking hour and a half talking.
What do you consider a good tip as a pizza delivery guy?
Pizza delivery, $5, man.
Okay.
That's a reasonable, respectful tip, because, like my store, but that's another thing, is that this store's radius is like 15 miles. Isn't that crazy? Or it's like 10 miles or something like that, or 12. That's fucking nuts, dude. So, if you call the store and you say, hey, you guys deliver out here, I know we're kind of far out in the back of the country and all, and we say, yeah, that's 10 miles away, and you know it's a far drive, just one way, and you order $80 worth of food, and you do not tip me, oh, let me tell you this, I can't really like turn that customer down. Realistically, by law, you can, because I mean they can't force you to go to someone's house if you don't feel comfortable. But nah, I put them on the back of my list. Oh yeah, you want to be a dick? You want to never tip me the fucking 7 times I've been to your house? Guess what? Your food is now going to be cold. Which is never actually even cold. It's just not as hot. I'll do all the other customers I got first, and then you last. That's my way of retaliating. Because, I mean, I'm a hell of a good delivery driver, dude. I've taken people's trash off. I've gone out of my way and just done dumb shit for people. Like, shit that I had no business doing. And it's worked out because, I mean, I've had customers where, like, this one black lady, she never tipped any of our drivers except, like, $2 or $3. I went to her house the first time, and they told me they're like, she's kind of a bitch, so don't expect a tip. I was like, alright, cool. So I get there, me and her, it's her kids at the door, I'm talking to her kids. I'm just here, you know, talking to them and, you know, chatting it up. And the mom was upstairs because she apparently got hurt or whatever. She had a bunch of trash bags at the door. And I was like, hey man, I was like, would you like me to take these garbage bags to your driveway and just throw them in your, the garbage bin for you? And she was like, you don't have to do that. And I was like, ma'am, I'm going out that way anyway, so, you know, I don't see any problem with this. It was like 2 or 3 bags.
Alright.
So she kept saying no, and I was like, look, I insist. It's no problem. I'm already here. I'm already on the way out. So I grab her bags. She comes back, she sends her kid back out, meets me at the end of the driveway with an additional $10, along with my already $5. So I got a $15 tip off that one lady. And they stuck me on her thing because I was the only driver she liked. I was polite. I didn't rush her. And that's a big part about getting customers to like you. They don't want to feel rushed. They don't want to, that's the main thing is like, I've never had a complaint from a customer other than like forgetting a drink or something. But see, even when I did make those slight fuck ups, I didn't just do it and like, oh shit, my bad. Like, I made up for it. Like, if I forgot your 2-liter, I went back to the store, got your 2-liter, brought it back to you, and I bought you out of my own pocket an additional 20-ounce drink. Because it was my fuck up. No other driver does that shit. So yeah, I think that if you tip, especially if you get delivery, because the thing that people don't think about delivery, I'm not driving a company fucking filthy. People don't think the fact that most delivery drivers are also part-time parts changers. I'm constant when I'm delivering shit, dude. I gotta do an oil change like every week, every 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month, depending on how much I drive. Because like when I was working there, dude, I was working 6 to 7 days a week. Man, I was driving over 100 miles a day, 150 miles a day. Like it was ridiculous sometimes. People don't put that in consideration. 1, gas. 2, I need to make money out of this. And 3, you're fucking 10 miles away one way. It takes at least 15 minutes on our roads. We don't have very straight roads. A lot of our roads, to get to one road, you gotta go down this other bullshit road and then get on that road. And it's not to mention all the shitty ass driveways everybody's got. And they assume we're driving trucks or something. If you work at a delivery place, but you do not drive a truck. I know like 2 people that drive trucks. And they're dumb. If you're driving a fucking big ass 6-cylinder truck or a fucking small V8, I mean, dude, like, well, how the fuck are you making any money in gas? Because I spent $10 a day in gas. Minimum, that was my average, was at least 10 a day.
You'd be better off probably doing what my ex is doing, the door dashing and Uber food and all that.
Well, see, I was thinking about doing that because I'm trying to, if I get a job here, I'm trying to get like more evening shifts, so like 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Or I'm sorry, 3 p.m. to like 4-ish till they close, which some nights it's 10, some nights it's 11. That's what I want to do, and then during the day, on the days that I wake up like super early, I want to do the Grubhub, the DoorDash shit.
See, they pay her, DoorDash pays more if you go outside of your area, if they have like a hot event, like they might say it's hot in this area and they'll pay you more money. Like, say you're close to Richmond, so like they'd probably pay you more money for like a hot time on Richmond when nobody's really doing their DoorDash. And then if they need that many people there, they'll put like a hot zone, and your money goes like double that you can make. So like you could drive to Richmond, we say 45 to an hour away, and pretty much probably work 3 to 6 hours or so there, and probably make a couple $100.
Yeah, that's what
She
I'm saying.
broke
Like,
100
that-
the other day in about 5-6 hours of going out of area about 45 minutes away from here in Jasper.
Well, see, my cousin works up in Washington, like up Northern Virginia area, and I can go up there and make a killing, dude, because everything's expensive up there already. And I live in a cheaper area, so I'm pretty sure that I would make more money up there than Richmond. Because the only place, Richmond's
I don't know
alright.
the areas. I just know Richmond's more money than a lot of areas up there.
Yeah, yeah, fuck that, because I'd probably get in some fights and shit up in Richmond.
Just
I
deliver
don't like
food.
it. Yeah. Dude, fuck Richmond, dude. I get my ass robbed and a whole bunch of shit. I'm good. Richmond's not a good
I
place
haven't been
in
up
certain
there
areas.
since I was like 10, so, and
The
I don't
city
remember it.
itself,
But you know, my
the-
parents didn't take me to no bad areas. My uncle lived, I think, on the outskirts somewhere right in Richmond, and they had a nice place, a nice neighborhood, but they were. I hadn't really been around Richmond much. I was young, and I went straight to their house pretty much.
Alright, let's put it this way. Richmond City, you're pretty much straight because it's either going to be business guys, college kids, or like a bunch of hipsters or emo kids or like artsy people.
Yeah.
But like south side, when you go across the river, you go across the James River, that whole area is industrial and ghetto. So I will not step my fucking foot over there because that's like all black. And I mean, it's not that I care, it's that they do. They don't like seeing a white dude.
Right.
So fuck that. The east side is the same way, not quite as bad. East side is more of a chance of a worse crime. You're probably gonna get like robbed there a lot quicker, but south side is where you're gonna get killed just for being white. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now the east side, the west side of Richmond is nice. That's like where all the nice suburban communities. That's where my sister lives. And then like the north side of Richmond is ghetto, and right when you get out the city, like the outskirts and everything's pretty ghetto, but then it kind of goes into a nicer area a couple miles after that. But Fredericksburg's not as bad. It's not as busy because we don't have any big airports or anything. But like I said, if I were to do that, I'd probably be going to DC or something anyway.
It's open. Go.
Sounds like the nutcase is seriously packing.
But no, I'm trying to get back to this delivery job just because I need something now that, like I said, that I can start making money because I got bills I gotta pay. I got dudes that I've owed money to for like a week now.
Dude, you could seriously just all the food delivery stuff like the DoorDash, just make an account and then start doing it. Don't take nothing. The only thing it really requires is it helps if you get one of those heat bags or whatever, and I think you can buy them from them for like $5 or $10.
See, if I start doing that, I can probably steal one from my job.
Well, I'm saying you can start doing that like today. Just make an account and start making deliveries.
I'll definitely look it up in a few moments.
She says she's done a few of them and she's stuck with DoorDash.
I'm
She
iffy
likes
about the
it.
insurance though, because my mom said something about when you do just like my delivery job, like pretty much if they found out that I was doing delivery because I had my insurance down as private, But I don't know anybody that gets special insurance to be a delivery driver. You see what I'm saying? I feel like it should depend on your driving record.
You have insurance on your car. As long as you don't have like limited insurance on your car to where you're only going to drive from point A to B so often.
I don't know, if I do delivery again, I'm gonna be investing pretty soon to get another dash cam. Mine broke, and I don't like being on the road that much without one. I'm waiting, because, dude, you have a dash cam in your truck?
No.
Dude, get one, I'm telling you. Like, you can spend a little bit of money, like $100 and get a decent one, but I would just go ahead and spend like the $200 and get a good quality one. Because the cheaper ones work really good for a while, but I've realized like their main issue is quality when it comes to like the wiring and stuff. Since I have a 212 in my car, my bass hits like super hard. It shakes all the windows in my car. So I've killed 2 fucking dash cams because my bass is shaking the goddamn windshield so much. That bass system has technically cost me $400, or about $350-ish. That's more than I paid for the fucking bass system. I only paid $200 for a dual box with 2 NTX Predators in it and a 1200 watt, or it's either 1200 or 1100 watt amp. And it had all the wires and shit too with it, but that's where I could tell they cheaped out on it, because the wires were shit. They were super small gauge. Like the ground wire, I didn't even trust that thing. It was smaller, and it was, I don't know, like the size of a Sharpie. I was like, nah, I'm good. So when I was at Pick Apart one day, I saw they had their, like, you could tell they had a system in their car, and they just cut the fucking ground cable, and that motherfucker's about as thick as my finger, or my thumb. And I was like, yep, that's the one. I went and bought a heavy ass duty fucking live cable too, man. Shit, that motherfucker's the size of my finger.
Y'all have a junkyard called Pick Apart?
Yeah.
We have one called Pull Apart.
There's a couple of them around. We got one in Richmond I think it's called Pull Apart. But the one around here is, the one that we go to is like, I don't know, 8 minutes down the road. It's Pick Apart. They have like 2 of them in Virginia, and they got a couple of them scattered across, I think, the East Coast. It's all Mexican dudes.
Yeah, I know Pull Apart was like more of a corporate around. No, I never heard of Pick Apart though.
Yeah, same thing. It's like, I know you don't know what Sheetz or Wawa is, but Sheetz and Wawa are like the same fucking thing. It's like Target and Walmart. The only difference is one sells burgers and one doesn't. That's the only difference I can see between the two. Like, that's the main difference. The rest of it, gas, they carry everything that's like pretty much identical, except that one carries like sandwiches and one has burgers. But even their like whole layout is like almost damn near the same. They're just different colors and different logos. I mean, honestly, they're probably the same company at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm about to start taking my vitamins and shit again, dude. I stopped doing that like a year ago, 2 years ago. I used to take vitamins every fucking morning, dude. For, I don't know, 6 months I was eating 3 meals a day. I was eating healthy and losing weight, and I was looking good, feeling good, and then when I lost that job, man, I just went downhill and just started smoking weed and doing nothing again.
In life.
That's why I gotta get busy again, man. Like, I realized like last week, I forgot what fucking day it was. I thought it was a Friday and it was a fucking Thursday. Or not, I thought it was a Sunday, but it was a Saturday. My dad always cooks Sunday breakfast, so I walked out and was like, where's the breakfast at? And he went in the room and was like, why do you make breakfast? And he's like, it's Saturday, dude. Oh, that's why. Oh man. So let me ask you this: since you use that Lucas stuff a lot, I'm gonna be doing a transmission fluid change, and I'm gonna be putting a filter on it. When I put the Lucas in it, do I subtract the amount of transmission oil that I put the Lucas in, or do I just kind of like put a little bit of extra Lucas?
You can overfill an automatic transmission a little bit.
So you're saying, so for example, say if I don't know what it is, I think it's like 4 quarts, but 3 quarts or something. Let's say it's 3 quarts, alright?
Are you changing the trans fluid or just adding that to it?
No, I'm gonna be changing it.
Just replace the quart with a quart of that.
Alright, so take quart of transmission out, put a quart of Lucas in it.
Well, I mean, drop all your fluid and then put all new back in.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying instead of putting the full 3 quarts of transmission fluid, I would do 2 quarts of transmission, 1 quart of Lucas.
Right. If that's what
I didn't know if Lucas would run okay, because like my transmission takes a very specific kind of transmission fluid. Like it's actually pretty dumb because there's only like 2-3 brands that sell it.
Yeah.
When I buy it, I'm just gonna probably buy it from the dealership just so that way I know I got the right shit. I don't know when the transmission fluid's been changed. I haven't even looked at it lately, like color-wise or anything. Last time I checked it when I first got the car.
Just use synthetic oil. I mean, it's as simple as that.
You said use synthetic oil?
If it calls for it, use it. And I put synthetic and stuff it doesn't even call for.
Oh, no. The oil is not the big deal, it's the transmission fluid. Because I've got 5 quarts of oil right now that I'm not gonna be doing the transmission or the oil change until I gotta get that damn valve cover gasket. I still haven't got it. Like when I have the time, I just forget about it, and then yeah. But I'm gonna be putting high mileage. What does SAE stand for? Synthetic?
Standard.
Standard?
Not metric.
I'm gonna be putting Pennzoil high mileage 5W20, which is the kind of oil my car needs. And is this not synthetic? Is this actually regular fucking oil? Huh. I guess it is regular oil. Thought I got a synthetic blend. Man, fuck it. I don't really care.
That's all blend. Synthetic blend.
Before I do the oil change, like hopefully a day or so before I do my oil change, I know oil changes and stuff. But I'm gonna be putting a detergent in my oil. My uncle told me, he was like, on the back of the detergent, he was like, it says you could just add it to your oil. He's like, but he's like, don't do that. He's like, because detergents, he's like, that's how you can really fuck your oil up and actually kind of fuck your motor up if you just put that in and leave it in. He's like, what I suggest is put it in your car, run it 150, 200 more miles. He's like, and then do your oil change. He's like, because the detergent's gonna break up shit, it's gonna get into your oil. He's like, and you don't want that just running around your motor the whole time. He's like, you want to pretty much let the detergent do its job, and then you do your oil change, drain all of that oil out that has the detergent and everything in it, and all the debris, and then put your fresh oil in.
Right. A lot of people, the old school ways is just pouring a little bit of gasoline or diesel in your oil, let it run for a day or so, and then...
You can do that? You can put gas in it?
Yeah. I don't know if it's too advised on newer engines, but your older engines...
I was going to use seafoam, because I've used seafoam in the past, and I mean, it didn't fuck my car up. It definitely
don't put much.
Helped it.
I wouldn't put a lot in there.
I put what they say. I did a intake seafoam one time where you have to spray into the intake, and then you have to run your car on I think it was 2,000 RPMs until you get the can through. Dude, I feel like an idiot when I did that. You wanna know why? I thought it fucked my car up, but it was actually like the simplest fucking thing. So I'm sitting there fucking with the throttle, and I'm doing all this, you know, like clean shit to it. So I gotta do the seafoam spray. And fucking, at some point, every time you turn my car on, it would just shoot up to like 4,000 or 3,000 RPMs to like 4,000 depending. I was like, what the fuck is going on, man? It wasn't doing this before I did the seafoam, so I was like, man, did I fuck my I could tell it's intake related because every time it seemed like my intake was it was sticking, like it was just sticking open.
Oh, we're making too much noise.
And so it turns out that when I was fucking with the throttle cable on it, apparently I got the fucking throttle cable stuck up higher on this little metal piece, and I had to like put my head behind there, and I was like, oh my god, man, I'm a fucking idiot, dude, because it was holding it open the whole time. But I'm gonna be taking my throttle, not my throttle, my intake. I'm gonna be taking that out at some point and actually like thoroughly cleaning it. I've sprayed it out and cleaned it, but I can't really get down in it to clean it that well at that angle. So I'm gonna end up taking the whole bitch out, clean it, and let it sit out all night and dry. When I start getting some money, dude, I'm gonna start replacing a couple of the sensors in my car. I'm starting to think that's gonna be helping me out. I got a list of shit I'm gonna be fixing on that motor. Fuel injectors, I'm gonna be fixing all those. I'm gonna be getting all new coolant packs. Fuck, I can't think of the rest right now. It's a bunch of little shit. I found a deal online, dude. I can get the whole front drivetrain for my Honda for like 180 bucks. And it comes with like both sides and everything. All the suspension stuff pretty much, like the normal shit. Not the, you know, specialty parts, but like the arms and all the other bullshit that attaches to it, the swing bar and all that, all come into it. That's a kit. Like 180 fucking bucks. And it comes with a warranty? That's a hell of a deal right there. Probably not that cheap right now. I probably only caught it myself. No work today?
No, I don't guess so. My other guy was supposed to let me know if his wife was going to leave his car or not, or her car.
Was this the same guy, the Martin Luther King Jr. guy, or?
I went and did some spark plugs for him the other day on the Explorer.
Oh, you're talking about the collision car.
No, I got a parts list on that. I just got to call around and see what I can get parts for. I'm going to call LKQ.
LKQ.
Oh, I got the Katana.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I just beat a
Should've joined
level
you
on
in the last like
extreme.
moment.
Could have. And what I've learned is everybody beats it by so many glitches in this game. You just kind of walk up in a corner and they don't come for you, or they can't get you. There's a lot of them. A lot of glitch
Kind of
wins.
seems like one of those games though that you kind of have to use the glitches.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
how
see
you
anybody
play it.
surviving like those waves past 15 just out of skill. Maybe, you know, somebody's been playing this shit a lot, but that's going to be like one person out of 10 to 15 people that will actually be able to hold themselves. I don't think we'll ever make it past level 20 unless we're cheating.
Well, it's easy after 20 because it glitches out, like I was telling you. It'll
Well, I
show
mean, it kinda
1,000
that kinda goes
coming
with
and
Valkyrie at
then
the
come
same
back.
time, though.
They just disappear down to like 20.
I think that's a processing problem. Like, I don't think the PS4 can just handle that many, you know, zombies.
Yeah, you can tell it gets laggy when it gets on the high side. My shit is laggy.
When we get the monster swarms, dude, yeah, it just gets choppy as fuck. My gun goes from shooting like this, bop, 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 to shooting like this, bop, 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 bop. I'm like, god damn, the rate of fire even changed.
Yeah, it's bad when the lag messes with the rate of fire. Just keep firing in the crowd and hope for the best. Because it only takes them like 3 or 4 hits to kill you.
Oh, that slasher ability is probably one of the most helpful because, like, you can eventually get abilities where, like, when you kill a certain amount of zombies, you get like 50% of your health back or something like that. I don't think it's quite that much, but or I don't know if it's quite like that, but. Oh man. Yeah.
And I went from 25 to 27 in one mission.
You hear me?
Yeah, all-nighter.
Yeah. I got to a certain time and I was just like, there ain't no fucking point in me going to sleep at 7 o'clock in the morning. And you know what's really crazy, dude, is I do more productive shit when I stay up longer. If I stay up like my normal day and go to sleep at like 1 or 2 in the morning, I'll wake up and do nothing. But I actually took my dog on a walk today. I haven't done that in a couple weeks. So bad. You're supposed to say something like, man, you shouldn't feel bad. Thanks, friend.
He might not like walking.
Huh?
He might not like walking.
Oh, he loves it. He loves it. Like, absolutely loves that shit. And now I'm making his breakfast, or I guess his lunch, technically. I get him like fresh, or not fresh, but I get him like soft dog food every now and then. It's kind of like his treat.
Yeah.
He's not a hard dog food dog. He's not a big fan of it. I've never had a brand that he actually like goes for and eats it like quick. He only eats it when he can't get still any when he can't get no food from me from begging, or he can't find any around the house or something.
Right. I guess I'll eat this shit.
What'd you say?
He said he gives up one. Finally, I guess I'll eat this shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. He'll go a whole day without eating until he gets like super hungry and he's like, I can't fucking do it no more. And he's a fucking beggar for sure. But I give him vitamins, but he won't eat them. Like they're like, oh, they're chewable tablets, and it's like, dude, my dog will not touch this shit. Like if it's in the whole tablet form. So I have to mix it up with his food. And if I put too much in his food, he'll overpower his food and he won't fuck with it. He's a pretty picky eater when it comes to dog-related shit, but if it's anything human, you know, I think I'm gonna start trying to cheat him, because I don't think he actually even cares about the taste. I just think he wants what I have. So I'm about to start getting his food and acting like I'm eating it. See if my little idea works. I can't just put these chewables in this fucking thing either, dude. I gotta break it up into a powder and literally mix it in there. Because he won't, if they're too big of chunks that he can like different with his nose, he'll push that shit out the way and eat the rest of the shit.
I've seen some dogs not eat certain pebbles out of a hard cereal. I mean, not cereal, but their dog food. They just pick out the ones they like. It was kind of interesting watching them because it's like they could tell in their mouth and spit the right one out.
Yeah. He eats weird shit too. Like, he doesn't always eat the things you would think he'd eat. He eats weird shit. Like, I didn't think he was gonna like carrots, but he fucking likes carrots a lot. I'm gonna start feeding him a little bit more like fresher kind of food. Like, I'm gonna start feeding him a lot more meat that we have, like the old turkey and stuff that, you know, before it goes bad. Because like every time we get turkey, man, we don't eat all of it. Like, there's never been a time that we eat all of the turkey. It's always something going bad. So I'm gonna start taking that shit and cutting it up and like freezing it and making dog food out of it for him. Because I mean, turkey's good for you. I'm just starting to think about his health a little bit more, man. I mean, I look at him and he's like my damn son. And I'm thinking about all these other dogs that I see that are old and they're dying, and I'm just like, man, I want my dog to be here as long as I can. He's a good puppy. But whenever I give him soft food, I don't ever just give him like just a soft food. This one dog food he's got, dude, honestly, I'm kind of curious what it tastes like. Because it actually smells pretty good. Is that fucked up that I'm curious on what my dog's fucking food tastes like? Cause it smells like spiced bologna, and I fucking love bologna.
Lick it.
I'm not going to.
That won't
I'll
hurt
probably
you.
talk about it, but I'll probably never actually do it.
Try it. It's right there. Just lick it.
I'm not eating this shit. This shit's, nah. Maybe
Just
when I get
lick
a
it.
fresh
Don't
one.
eat it. Just lick it.
It's already in his dog bowl, mixed up and shit.
So?
What do you fucking mean? I'm not eating it now. Like,
What about the
maybe
spoon?
right when
Wipe your finger inside the can.
I'm not gonna split my fucking dog food up to figure out which dog food I like.
Just wipe your finger on the inside of the can.
It's all, no, I'm good. I do think that next time I get it though, I am gonna try a little piece because, like I said, I really don't think it smells good. Most dog food has like a dog food smell to it, but this shit smells like straight bologna.
Oh,
He's finishing up his morning nap right now. I took him for a walk earlier, like a half-mile walk, and usually when I put that fresh dog food out, or that soft dog food, he is right there waiting for it. Hey, you awake? You are now, aren't you? He's not gonna like me later because I'm giving him a bath later today. Today's been his grooming day. I also need to give him this dewormer shit that I got for him. Oh. He's not a big treat dog. Like I've never seen him like I give him some treats and he just like goes ape shit over them. Most of the time when I give him a treat, he'll like smell it. He might pick it up in his mouth. He didn't really chew it or fuck with it until like hours later usually.
I never had one that didn't like treats a lot.
He's just picky. And but I mean, he's also pretty good about a lot of shit, like the things I'm not really even thinking about. Like, he doesn't really eat. Like, he's just like any dog. If you leave him in the room by himself for 5 minutes with a steak in the room, he's gonna fucking tear it up. That's an argument I get with my mom and dad a lot because they're like, Bean tried to steal food or something. I'm like, well, I mean, there's a simple solution to this. It's a lot easier for you to learn just to push your shit back up on the counter 6 more inches than it is to teach my dog that doesn't know English. You see what I'm saying?
You can train them to not do it. It just takes a lot.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. But I mean, it's something I'm gonna try to break him of. But to me, he doesn't do it enough to where it's like a big issue. You see what I'm saying? He only does it once or twice a month.
I've learned a long time ago to guard my food.
Well, we'll have like dinner out in the kitchen, and I let him out in the house a lot, so he's unattended to a lot. But my point is though, is like if you see my dog out and about in the house, just walking around, and you're making dinner, like isn't it just a little bit comic? A little bit. It's not that fucking hard to just push the fucking thing up 6 more inches because he's not that tall. The only way he can get something on the counter is if it's right on the edge of the counter, and if you do that, you're asking for it. If my mom's little dog was big enough, she'd do it, but she only weighs 3 pounds. She's like 6 inches tall, so.
Yeah.
It's also hilarious because like when my dog, when me and my ex Rachel got Bean, my dad told me no pit bulls. And it's funny because we never told him he had pit in him. And for like months, my dog, was playing with him, was loving him. He started really liking him and shit. Everybody else knew. Everybody else was like, what kind of dog is he? What kind of dog is he? He looks like he's got pit and beagle on him. I'm like, well, kind of hit the nail on the head right there. I was like, beagle, pit, and a little bit of retriever. But my dad's blind ass, for some reason, took him like 6 months to realize he had pit in him. I couldn't fucking believe it. I'm like, Dad, do you not see the shape of his forehead? Like, he's got that the pit forehead where it kind of indents a little bit in the center. that, and I was like, he has a bunch of characteristics to him. So how the fuck did your blind ass never see that? My dad's usually the kind of guy that will see that shit first, though. That's why I was so mindful. How old is your dad?
I think around 55.
Get the fuck out. So your dad's younger than mine.
He might be older. I really don't know. He graduated in 77. I do know that. So he should have been 18 at 77.
Yeah, my dad's definitely older because my mom and dad got married in 1980. Isn't that nuts, dude? They've been married for over 40 years now.
Yeah. Congrats. I don't know how they do that.
They love each other. Like, my mom and dad, dude, like, I've never really talked down about them to you, and I don't ever really talk down about them because, I mean, they put up with my ass, dude, and I put them through hell sometimes. But they're kind of now just realizing that I'm not that bad because now they're dealing with my nephew. And they used to compare him to me a lot. They're like, he's just like you, gets into every fucking thing. And I'm like, yeah, I did get into a lot of shit. I was like, but the amount of shit I got into was in like 2 weeks or a whole week of me living here 7 days a week is the amount that he gets into in 5 fucking hours. I was like, there's a big difference there. I was like, yeah, we are similar, but we're not the same. And he's just a little fucking liar, too, man. Like, you'll tell him not to get in something, and he'll tell you, oh, okay, I know. And as soon as you leave, he'll fucking do it, man. I'm not gonna say he's always gonna do it, but chances are pretty fucking high. But from my understanding, he's been behaving quite a bit, so I'm gonna see what he says Friday when he comes over. And if he comes in my room and he doesn't say hi to me or talk to me, associate himself, before he at least asks for the PS4, because he's gonna do it at some point, then I'm not giving it to him. Does that sound fair? Like, I don't mind giving it to him for an hour or so, here and there. But if that's like the first thing that comes out of his mouth to me, I'm not doing it, just for the pure fact. It's like, you can't say hi to your fucking uncle. I wish I had an uncle in my life the way I'm in his life, dude. I didn't have any uncles growing up. It was just me, I had uncles, but I would go fishing with my uncle like once or twice a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many siblings do you have?
My half brother and the stepsister. That's it.
Are you baby or oldest? You gotta be the oldest.
No, my stepsister's older.
Oh yeah? She like younger guys?
He wouldn't want none.
I
She's
could try to hook you up with my sister.
married with 3 kids.
You know, married girls know how to do, right?
Have kids.
Not necessarily. We said married. We didn't say mother. No, I was gonna say they're not a suck dick good. I think girls that were in relationships with guys for years are bigger freaks than sluts. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it just takes a while to open them up.
Well, I think it's mostly. I think that long-term relationship girls are more freaks just because they're with that same person, and that means they're comfortable with that person, meaning they do more stuff than they would normally do. You know what I mean? Like, she's gonna try anal with her boyfriend that she's been with for a year, way before she'll do it with the dude that she's gonna have a one-night stand with. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And yeah, so I that's a firm belief of mine. Like, sluts are freaks, don't get me wrong. Like, you got your sluts and then you got your experienced sluts. But majority, I think, freakiness, it's always been relationship girls that had the freakiest, like, bedroom stuff. I've had my, my hookups and stuff, and hookups are normally your typical make out, a little bit of foreplay, she sucks my dick, I eat her out, and fuck. And that's it, you know what I mean? Like with my ex-girlfriends, like, I'm choking that bitch until she fucking passes out, which I was not, have you ever done that shit?
Not till they passed out, though.
Not like passed out cold, I'm talking where she blacked out, and then when I let go, she kind of came to after that, after about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Rachel, man, she's the one that made me do it. Like, I was not comfortable with it. And that's another reason why I'm kind of scared to get into another relationship with a girl, because I'm going to be doing some crazy shit that they may not be into. Why do you call me a dirty slut? That's what makes you, bitch.
I always ask them what they like. I give them all individually what they like.
No, yeah. No, I mean, that's I always ask questions just because I like to know what I'm competing with and what they've done and what they're into. Like, I like to do a little research myself, but still, like, I don't know, at the same time, like, if a girl was just a plain, what's that shit called, a plain Jane, or whatever you want to call her, I'm good. If I'm fucking you and all you do is sit there and moan, that's not sexy to me. Like, if you're bent over and I'm going at it, you better start pushing back. Like, I'm not doing all the work here. I gotta take breaks. I smoke a pack of cigarettes a day. You gotta take over for about a minute or two at least. Me and my ex Rachel, dude, we used to have sex so long. Like, I mean, we would fuck, and we would eventually just kind of stop. Like, after we both of us would come and everything, we would keep going, but then it would come to a point where, like, literally we're just both out of breath, and I'm just like, I can't go no more. I was like, my shit's still hard, but I physically can't keep the cardio part up. Because I'm a music guy, dude. I always play music usually. And the way I fuck is determined on the kind of music I'm listening to. And my ex used to know this. So when she wanted, like, harder stuff, she'd put on, like, metal and harder beats. And then when she wanted romantic stuff, she'd put on, like, like pop singers and shit. Damn, I miss her now. I just miss the chemistry we had. I don't even know if I necessarily miss her. And you get me some sluts. Fuck. This shit's so dumb. That's crazy. I've been friends with this one dude on Facebook for 7 years. I didn't realize I've had this Facebook for 7 years.
I didn't think you had either, honestly. I was thinking more like 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I got a thing the other day, and it said, like, congratulations, or something like that. Oh, so, you remember that dude with the Barrett 50 cal that you saw?
Yeah.
Apparently that guy's becoming, like, a meme now. Because, well, a lot of people are talking shit about him, saying that, like, he's a video game gunner guy, and he, pretty much they're like, oh, he's not military. And it's like, and a bunch of people comment on there, they're like, well, you don't know who this guy is. They're like, no, I don't think he was in the military. They're like, but you don't have to be in the military to be a gun guy, and I just love that.
None of the civilians there looked like military guys.
Yeah, that's
They were
the point.
civilians.
And That's what I'm saying, and I'm like, dude, why do you think that everybody comes out with an AR-15 that's got to be covered in army tattoos and have an American flag tattooed on their fucking forearm or some dumb shit like that? It's like, dude, like the one dude that commented was like, look, dude, if I was ever in a shit with somebody, he's like, I'd rather have that dude with the Barrett 50 because that dude probably can shoot better than half the people in our fucking military thing. And it turns out that that guy is not just a dude with the Barrett 50. Because if you think about that, that's pretty crazy. Because Barons are not cheap at all.
Yeah, you can get them for about $2 to $4 grand.
Yeah, you can get them for that. That's what I'm saying, though. But like standard, I mean, you're talking a hunk of change. That's not even talking about the ammunition. $15 a shot. Fuck that.
I mean, I know people that have them. They're not outrageous price.
Oh no, I know somebody has one. I only know one person with one, and he's a former FBI agent who turned into a gunsmith. And that dude's got more guns than anybody I know. He's probably got 400 or 500 guns. Because when he was doing his blacksmithing, there would be certain people that would come up, and he'd give them the quote, and the quote would be pretty expensive considering the labor and parts. So he would offer them like, hey, I'll give you a good price for this gun. He's like, I'm just gonna keep it for my own, and I'll fix it up out of my own pocket. He's like, and I'll take it. He's like, I'll buy it from you though, because it's gonna cost them more to get it fixed than what it is to buy a new one, pretty much. So I mean, he just did that for years, dude. And I mean, he's got a collection. He's got ACRs and shit like that, dude. Like he's got like a whole fuck. If any shit ever hits the fan, I'm going to that guy's his mom and dad's house, because that's where they're all at. He's got legitly, dude, like 300 at least guns. Fucking nuts. And they're not, a lot of them, I mean, a couple of them probably are precision rifles and stuff, but for the most part, they're ARs, and they're like damn near military kind of grade stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, I haven't forgot on yet. Doing a couple things. I just figured I'd join up. Something I'll learn when you get. Get the fuck out. Apparently Connor messed up that Donald guy in that 40 seconds. Like, he fucked his face up so bad that the cowboy guy has been placed on a 6-month medical suspension from the UFC. Lots of people are saying the fight was staged.
It didn't look staged to me, and I'm very much a conspiracy guy of a lot of stuff is staged. It looked like
I
it.
don't think so. Well, because like a lot of people, if
You don't stage a 40-second fight. You stage it to be drawn out, because that's the worst thing ever is for people to spend all that money, and now they're upset because spent $100. I don't know how much it was, but spent whatever dollars for 40 seconds.
It's funny because Dana White didn't want the fight to end quickly, but he was also mind blown on how fast it was done. And he was just like, "Damn, Conor actually brought." I think Conor's gonna destroy people if he gets to this George whatever guy, because this George whatever guy, I can't think of his name is, but he's got the quickest knockout in UFC history right now, which is like 4 seconds. Because the dude and him ran at each other, and the dude went to throw a punch or something, and this guy went for a fucking knee, and the dude when he oh no, I think he went to grapple and like pick him up or whatever, and when he went for it, he fucking went straight this guy's fucking knee, and it just knocked the guy out cold. So apparently, what a lot of people are also thinking is that they think Conor was trying to get him out quick. They think that Conor was trying to make a point with him, as in, I can still fuck people up. Because you know what the thing about Conor is, like, the legendary thing about Conor is his fucking left. His left fucking hook is and his straight, actually. But his left hand in general, dude, if you watch how he fights, he sets people up on his right hand side.
That's what I do.
He'll start doing his jabs, and then when they switch sides to get away from his right, that's when he'll swing his left, and like that's what he usually knocks people out is with his left.
It's honestly, I like being a left-handed because most people are watching my right, and I punk them with my right a few times, and then I come in with the left. That's how I fight.
Determine if you're left or right-handed. Like if we're gonna fight, is whichever hand you throw jabs with. Your power hand, which is gonna be your dominant hand, is gonna be the opposite one. But see, my left hand, I don't really. It's only good for jabbing. I can't. I probably wouldn't want to ever do like a power hit with my left hand because I broke my left arm. I broke the wrist once and my arm once, my forearm. So I broke 4 bones on my left forearm. So I don't feel comfortable like hitting someone as hard as I can with that hand. My knockout is definitely. But my thing is, dude, I can kick like a motherfucker. Not like I used to be able to when I used to work out and stuff, but I mean, I'm still dude, I can stick almost both of my legs behind my head. And I'm 210 pounds. Like, I mean, I'm pretty flexible considering I don't ever work out anymore. And a big part of that came from when I used to work out, I used to do yoga